Things heat up as Dwight learns the true meaning of friendship from the Alexandrians. Gabriel and Doctor Carson take a nice little road trip, a little self-discovery, and Eugene is put in charge, and he is still scared. Find out that and more here on Nephilim Entertainment. What is up, people? What is up, my fellow Walking Dead fans? How's it going? I'm your host, Alexandria. Thanks for tuning in. This is my coverage of The Walking Dead, and this is episode 11, Dead or Alive or. I choose or. The Alexandrians are being marched to safety as they are basically trying to make their way to Hilltop. Dwight is not exactly getting the warmest of welcomes, especially from Tara. Probably has nothing to do with the fact that he shot her girlfriend through the eye with an arrow using Daryl's crossbow. So yeah, no hard feelings, right? We got that going on, and then we got a nice little field trip for Gabriel and Carson. Apparently Gabriel is feeling the calling from God himself to lead Carson back to the Hilltop to help deliver Maggie's baby. Rest in peace, Glenn. So, everything's all hunky-dory in the kingdom, right? Morgan and Henry are having sort of a little staring contest with the hostages or prisoners of the Saviors. And Jerry's getting creeped out, guys, so we really need to calm Henry down, retract the claws, Tiger, don't hurt Jared. And even though you're a tiny little boy, apparently it creeps Jared out. We don't care, Jared. We don't. Show of hands, who cares? Nobody. Yeah. So, Carol's worried, of course, that Henry's going to go down a dark path. Morgan's kind of on the fence about it right now. I think he's sort of wanting Henry to have sort of the adaptability of this world, but at the same time, he's not even sure if he's adapted for this world. So it's going to be interesting little development here. So Negan and Eugene are talking. Apparently Eugene is showing somewhat concern for the Alexandrians. Feeling some warmth and fuzzy feelings for your old friends there, Eugene. Apparently Negan's calling BS on that because of how they treated him, so Eugene offers his condolences and continues on. He's actually put in charge of an outpost, which is going to be strictly mainly because he's going to be the one to make bullets. Making bullets for the Saviors. Oh boy! So you're going to go from killing people to helping them kill people. Yeah, I mean, that obviously is a better position, right? But Dr. Carson and Gabriel make their way actually to a radio station. Now, at this point, Gabriel is losing his sight, probably due to the fact that he got walker blood in his eyes, so he's starting to lose his sight slowly but surely. Carson is calling a question of faith, and Gabriel's sticking to it. He feels that his faith will guide him, and they will be better for it. Whatever you say, Gabriel, whatever you say. So when this is all going on, we're having questions about Dwight's loyalty. How can we really trust this guy? He's willing to turn on his own people, yeah, and he killed them in cold blood, one at a time. So yeah, he hates the Saviors. And he's totally owned up to the fact that he knows he probably won't survive because the Alexandrians have no love for him either. So really, he doesn't really have a home. He's just helping the people that he feels that need it the most, and that would happen to be Alexandrians. Count your lucky stars. At least he gives a crap. So Hilltop's running low on supplies, which is not boding well for our now in charge Commander Maggie. With all this going on, she's really starting to have to struggle with the whole prioritizing thing. Yeah, kind of Who do I want to save? Do I want to save the prisoners? Do I want to save my people? I vote we turn the people over into a field of walkers and see which one survives. That's just me. But I love the little back and forth banter we see between Carson and Gabriel, because at some point they discover that the previous owner had a well-supplied stock of antibiotics, and this is what was said between them, and I quote, "This man just saved your life." Gabriel's retort is, "I'm not saying a word." Yeah, because I told you so would just be a little smug, wouldn't it there, Gabriel? Be a little smug. There's going to be no living with him after this. I mean, obviously, I mean, you can't knock a guy for having faith, but at the same time, you know he's being a little cocky about it right now. You know he is. Right now. Definitely. But, as our Alexandrians are making their way through the swamp, while Sadiq and Daryl are cleaning up and trying to get a nice clean path on the way back to the hilltop, Tara's offered to stay behind with the group and watch their backs. Uh-huh. Is that before or after you put a bullet through Dwight's head? Now look, I know he killed your girlfriend, and you have my sympathies. But he's unarmed. You are all surrounded with him, with weapons. I don't think he's going to be stupid enough. Just don't go off alone with the guy. But yet, Tara's obviously got issues that she's needing to work through. Speaking of issues, Gregory, what now? Gregory is doing his thing for the hilltop. Apparently he's tossing up the idea of them cutting their losses and abandoning the hilltop. Yeah, because that's going to go over so well. You're telling a pregnant woman she needs to abandon her safety hood and basically the only place that she can really be safe during a zombie apocalypse to have a baby. You're telling her to give that up and run. Isn't that what cowards do? Wait, aren't you a coward? Yeah. So we have some negotiations going on. Our boy Alden, I have to give it a hand to Alden, even though he is a prisoner and even though he is part of the Saviors, he is shown to be probably one of the most level-headed characters. It makes me question whether or not he's being legit about it, though, because you never know with these people. But he's offering up negotiations. Maggie's retort is no, and we're going to cut your rations to none. So, have a nice day. Walks away. Yeah, she went there. Yeah. So, with all this taking place, Tara decides that they want to clean up some walkers. She tosses Dwight a knife. See, that's when I would be a little concerned for your safety. If you're going to toss the guy that you don't trust a knife, really, can you beat, I mean, really? However, you do go on a nice little walker-esque killing spree. And see, I thought it was going to boil down to the whole Tara tossing a knife to go kill some walkers. Then she's going to point a gun at him, shoot, and then claim that it was self-defense. He came at her with a knife. I mean, yeah, she might have to explain where she gave him the knife, but yeah, I mean, there goes your entire legit story right there, because Dwight's not stupid, and the man is smart enough to hide behind a tree as you're pointing a gun at his head. And he takes off running like a bat out of hell. Good job, Tara. So, yeah. Where does he end up running? Right into some saviors. Lucky you. So, we get not just a second time with Father Gabriel. We get a third time. Okay, first of all, the second time, when Gabriel walks into the radio station, he finds a piggy bank, shakes it. It apparently has nothing, means nothing to him. I mean, who needs money in this world, right? A bullet is worth more gold than anything. So when he knocks the piggy bank over by accident, there apparently is a set of keys and a map showing them how to get back to where they need to go. And once again, Gabriel proving that he is the man of faith. So as they go in the backyard, he happens to notice a sign hanging up by the water tower of watch out for traps. Well, Dr. Carson gets caught in a bear trap. Yay, right? So, yeah, where's the third one come in? Yeah, talk about leading the blind. Gabriel picks up a gun, points it in the general direction of where he sees the walker and the dog struggling. Because, mind you, the dog is caught in a bear trap while he's fighting off a walker. I know, right? Only on The Walking Dead. And he takes a shot and ends up blowing the walker's head off, saving the doc's life. There is going to be no living with this man at this point. I mean, his faith is here now. And apparently he's making a good doctor believe too. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Who knows? But yeah, that is totally a by luck shot. I'm just saying. Even me as a viewer is like, where is he at? Where's the head at? Yeah. So Dwight actually does the noble thing. He actually leads the Saviors away. He actually saves the group and leads the Saviors away. So with that, Tara actually starts seeing that maybe this guy is actually a decent person. You know, he could have easily been like, look who I found, guys. Look who I found. Look at here. But no, he leads the other people away. I mean, he just takes them and goes. Doesn't give Tara an explanation. Doesn't give the whole wait here. Doesn't even try to kill the people. He just takes them and leaves. Probably not drawing attention. And that's all good. But Daryl's not happy. He ends up tearing Tara a new one. Apparently he, knew that eventually Dwight would have to die, and he was giving her the consolation of, you let him survive now, you can kill him later. Either way, he's not happy that she tried to do it now. But you gotta admire Daryl. At least he's upfront and honest about it. But now with Dwight back with the Saviors, what is that going to tell for our groups? Now you have Tara vouching for him. What? Yeah, I know, right? Sudden plot twist. But the Alexandrias actually make it to Hilltop. And this was the one thing I was dreading. Word had to get back about Carl's demise. Oh, man. Maggie took it relatively easy. I mean, she's known Carl since what, season 2? So yeah, I mean, I could see her taking it relatively hard, but Eden, oh god. Eden literally broke down and started crying. I know they weren't together for very long, and I know their characters were meant to be kids, but even kids can fall in love, right? And I had a feeling that Eden and Carl had something special. So Eden, of course, naturally took it hard. She actually fell to the ground and was weeping. Our poor girl, sorry for your loss. That's all I can say, girl. Oh, I want to get emotional even talking about it. Good God. That's when you know you love a show. When you look at these characters, they're bawling, you're like, I'm sorry. Yeah, it gets that deep. But lastly, we have Sadiq offering his help. Apparently he's got medical experience. He's offering help to Maggie, which is a blessing, considering that the Doc and Gabriel get found. And in order to sort of test the faith, Doc decides he's gonna, really test the faith by reaching for a Savior's gun. Ends up getting shot, killed. Goodbye Carson. So Sadiq being alive and having some medical experience apparently is going to come in handy. So he offers help, and Morgan actually offers his own kind of help. He lies to Henry. Henry's so fixated on who killed his brother. We know we know who ended up killing, or was the cause of his brother's death. We know that it was Gavin. Gavin and Jared were the main problem, right? Well, to get Henry sort of back on the track of humanity, Morgan just flies out and tells him, Gavin's the one who did it, you solved the problem, in the story. Walks away. I think that's the best way to end it for Henry. I mean, Henry is young, he's impressionable, he idolizes Morgan, he wants to be like Morgan. Now, Morgan going on a killing spree in these past few episodes it's not really helped his image. So with him turning around and saying, look, it's problem solved, let's end this, come back to the side of humanity. That probably is the best thing for Henry at this point, because you don't want to raise stone cold killers. No. But lastly, we have Eugene's outpost, and he is definitely the man in charge. He is going around pretty much telling everybody what to do, and he's got big plans. And then along comes Negan with Father Gabriel. Father Gabriel apparently has had a big shot to his faith, obviously. So now what is he to do? He can sit around and just separate the bullets for us. That's about what your calling is at this point. I thought there was something I was destined to do. Yeah. Sort. Alright, up next for The Walking Dead. So the Saviors are rallying their forces. Apparently they're actually getting an itch to actually go out and raise some hell. And we got Negan, who wants to do blood warfare with the walkers. Apparently he saw what happened to Father Gabriel, so now he's wanting to inflict that on other people. Great. So what else can we offer that could destroy the lives? Apparently they're no longer a resource, but becoming a liability. Which, that's never a good thing. But lastly, we get a clip of next week's episode, and apparently Rick and Negan play Fast and Furious. Which is great, you know, because cars are a limited resource, right? So with them bashing and telling each other's cars, not only do we have Dwight, who is the turncoat, up in one of the lead vehicles with Simon, but while Simon's watching this all unfold, he is giving it a creepy little smile. I'm thinking he's hoping that Rick will take out Negan, because I got a feeling he wants to lead the Saviors, if not again, starting now. So it's going to be a very interesting story to unfold. But that's going to do it for me. Sure to leave me a big thumbs up and show me that you like the page. Be sure to post me a comment being not friendly. Let's discuss the episode. And stay tuned to the end of the video and subscribe to my page for more content. But my question for y'all is, what do y'all think about Dwight actually taking the Saviors and going back? Saving the Alexandrians so they can make a clean getaway. What do you think about that? Let me know up here. But I'm Manager on your out. Thank you for watching Nephilim Entertainment. To all you daydreamers and creators out there, keep your heads in the clouds. Peace.